Hey guys, one of the things that I've done recently, which I'm so amazed I didn't think of it earlier, if you find the feeding flake like that and your baby fry just can't really eat it, I stuck it in the Ninja Blitzer. Man, I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but it's working really well. Now I'll take you over to some babies. Here's some of my goldfish fry. These guys are about 3 weeks old. 3 weeks? No, 4 weeks, sorry. 4 weeks old. Doing really well. And they're eating way better now that I've really mullied it up. You normally squish it between your fingers and, but they work way better. My deep blue Moscow pair, one pair left. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I personally think they're a pain in the ass because they just keep eating their fry. I just forgot. The red platinums, and it's just not focusing today. My phone's being a total dork. Discover there's a couple of skinny ones in here again, so they've been treated for worms. Again. Now, over a year ago, I posted a photo of a weirdo in my tank. And that's really not focusing. This is a real pain. He finally made some sons. Try and get it to focus. They are lyre-tail, yellow, blonde. And there he is. Oh, for a moment, you got him. He is very old. That fish there is about 18 months old, so he's getting towards the end of his life. Now, if anybody's interested in this group, I am looking to sell them. Just got some other projects I want to do and use the space for. So there's, I don't know, it's about 6 or 7 in this group, mixing of males and females. Not the geriatric one, I wouldn't send him. But they need their own tank because it's seriously recessive. They do produce bent spines and all of that, being so inbred. I don't know. If you're interested, put a comment below. What do you think I should do with them? Keep it going? I don't know. I mean, they are a really pretty little weirdo. He looks a bit bloated actually, but he's that old. There's all sorts of things happening. White platinums. Still got quite a few of these. They're going out in the tub today, outside to grow out. I'm just going to throw them out for the summer. Sorry about the glare, guys. One of my favourites. 3 females in the breeding trap. Yeah, hoping they'll pop. Japanese blues. And yes, that's tinsel on the back. I saw it in a YouTube video over a year ago. That a guy uses them for, to catch the eggs for spawning fish, or a good place for the fry to hide. I thought I'd give it a go. So these are the Japanese blues males that I'm keeping. Yeah, and as per normal, it's not going to focus. Now, they're not like the originals. Some of them have no dark spots. They've all got double swords. They're all quite young. So I kept ones that were a bit different this time. Just to breed my own line. Randoms. A couple of baby cories in this tank. They're teeny tiny. I put them in and haven't seen them since. A couple of my favourite baby goldfish from the first spawn. They've just randomly been put in there. I'll try and get some footage of the ones outside. And this is one of the big mamas of my comets. Doesn't really show how big she is, but she's bloody massive. And the young one in there is Fry from last year. Anyway, that's a quick update. I'll see what else I can come up with for you today. Yeah, this is one of my projects. I breed Daphnia out in my tubs outside. They only breed during the summer. So I brought some in about a month ago. I don't know if it'll show. Anyway, those big ones are adult Daphnia and the little ones are baby ones. So my plan is to try and grow, keep this colony going. I'll put a heater in at the end of summer, see if I can keep them going all year round. Because they're way easier than breeding brine shrimp, because this is all fresh water. So what I've been feeding them is green water from one of my tubs out the back, and yeast. Using baker's yeast and a bit of warm water, stir it up, goes all cloudy, put it through, here's some super fine mesh that I got for catching brine shrimp actually, and then I just sieve that through and wait for it to look all cloudy, and then you walk away. So these guys need a feed. The only thing is, if they miss a day or two of being fed, the baby ones will drop dead. So you have to keep on top of them, and they've just got a tiny little sponge filter to stop it from going stale. So I take 4 litres of water out each day and pour that 4 litres into another tank somewhere, because that'll have Daphnia in it. Put 4 litres of green water, and then I put some yeast in as well. So yeah, quite an interesting little project. If you guys are looking for some Daphnia, you can put a message down below. We can always sort something out. If you're local, if you're near Cowra, Bay of Plenty, Rotorua, anywhere around there, I can always meet you one day, or you can come over for a trip. Cowra's actually quite a nice place. Hello Jinx. Don't Jinxie. There's Jinx. And Ozzy, the old boy, and Thor. Most people can't tell these two apart. Most of my mates. Yeah, I suppose when they're running at you full tilt, it's pretty hard to tell them apart. Anyway, I'll see what else I can find. Feeding the Daphnia green water. This gets a bit of sunlight in the mornings, but that's about it. And there's about 6 goldfish in there. It's about a 100 litre drum. That's in there to, well, chill before they have to spawn again. So yeah, what I do is just get a bucket full like this. Excuse my finger. So before I feed the fish, I take it inside and pour it in the tank. Okay, so I'm trying doing this one-handed, which is not easy. Okay, so easiest way with one hand. So see, nice and green, and it makes the water nice and cloudy. Now they can eat that if I don't put any yeast in there. They will eat all of that probably by this afternoon, and the water will clear again. Yeah, I think the sponge filter does, like, you know, collect some of it, but yeah, they're doing well, considering I only put about probably 50 adult, you know, Daphnia in here a month ago. You can see them zooming around in there. Well, sort of. You can see those little zippy zippies? Yeah. So, it's actually really easy. It's just a case of making some green water, which, if you're extra goldfish, feed them every day, put them in a bit of sun, bingo. But if not, feed them yeast, which I'll go and do that now and video that for you guys, so you can all give it a go. Pretty easy. Okay, so here's our cup. We're going to leave that for about 20 minutes. It gets a little more cloudy. Stir it a couple more times. So that is 1 teaspoon of the fish sauce, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and I'm just about to add a teaspoon of the finely chopped fish flakes, and then we'll sieve it through this super fine material, which I got that off AliExpress actually. So yeah, any fine thing will do. It's just to stop the chunky bits of yeast at the bottom getting in the tank, because that's really gross. Now it doesn't smell too crash hot. That fish sauce is kind of nasty, but I saw it on a video by a Vietnamese guy, or Filipino, can't really remember. And that's what he did, and that was his business, was producing Daphnia to sell to local breeders. And, well, if you can make a business out of it, it must work. And, yeah, it's working beautifully. So, yeah, I'll do that in a sec and show you how cloudy it looks so you get an idea of how murky to make it. See, that green water's now gone through it. Sorry about that. God, this reflection is annoying. So it's kind of murky now. Like I said, they can eat all of that in a matter of a couple of hours. Okay, so that's with a teaspoon of the ground up fish flakes. Put in there as well. Now I'm going to sieve it. I can't film that because I need two hands. And then I'll show you what the tank looks like when it is full of their food. Okay, so this is looking from the front of the tank. It's like thick as pea soup now, so you can't see the bottom at all. And you don't feed them again until that water is clear again, like I showed you at the beginning. Otherwise it'll just turn into a big messy whelk and they will drop dead. So I probably won't have to feed them for a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Yeah, so there you go. It's really simple, it's easy. And I'm just looking for my net that I usually use to catch the Daphnia. Hold on a sec. Okay, look, this is the net that I bought from the $2 shop. It's literally just a little tea strainer, little one. And, hang on, I'll swap hands. So this is how I usually catch them. It's really hard to see because the tank's so. You just go backwards and forwards like that, along the front of the glass, because that's usually where they're sitting. And then, I don't know if you can see those little specks. They sort of look white. That's baby Daphnia. So that's how I catch them. And then you just throw them in a tank. That's it, done, sorted. And the good thing is, being Daphnia, they're freshwater, so they're not going to die in your tank in an hour like baby brine shrimp. If they don't get eaten, they'll start multiplying in your tank, and that just means free food. Bloody brilliant. Anyway, if you have any questions, put them down below, and yeah, give me some ideas of what you want me to do videos on. I've been a bit quiet because I didn't know what to do. You know, I couldn't think of any topics for you. Anyway, happy fishing. Enjoy yourselves and relax, and don't get stressed out by your fish. Bye.